you hear us here? I hope so. Phone says you can hear us. Hopefully you can. I got to piss real quick.
Yeah, I'll just put that out there.
Hey, it is what it is. We're live, bud. Hopefully the audio is fixed from last week. We had a little bit of issues last week. It had nothing to do with us, but we got a different charging cable or a different cable for the microphone, so it should be crystal clear this week for you boys. Issues last week. And does it sound better on there, Dan?
Yeah,
Does it everything look good? We are doing
it
this.
sounds good.
We are doing this live, so we are newbies at this. This is episode 2 of Criminal Diesel Live, and I am still going to pissing pretty much. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. We are pissing out here. On the great state of Pennsylvania. We have obviously. All right, where are we at here? Where are we at? Where are we at? We got the original coal compound behind us. We should be able to. You should be able to see me now. I'd say. I think. First gen behind us, absolutely looking stout. We got the mega cab, and we also got my dad's truck that is looking great up here with 2013. It's 30,000 original miles on the good old girl.
Hey.
What? Where is it? What? Oh, you want one?
Yeah.
All right, we gotta get Dayton freshened up here. The good old Miller or Bush.
Whatever you hand me.
All right, Bush.
You want to get rid of
the
that?
Bush. I don't want to get rid of the Miller for myself. We are drinking soda, by the way. So I don't know if YouTube flagged it or not. Doesn't matter. YouTube, you can kick us off. Anyway, Dayton, brother. Been a long week. Been a busy week.
Yeah.
What's new? I'm surprised you wanted to do this twice. Dayton was on the live stream last week. If you guys didn't know, this week I do not have my laptop because we are out in the middle of nowhere, also known as my parents' house. So no service, no Wi-Fi to run the laptop off of. So I have no idea what you guys are asking. I have no idea what you guys are saying.
I'm trying to look it up.
No idea how many people are watching this. So
I think I'm probably the only viewer.
that's all right. Not a big deal. So anyway, we just got off of a 3-hour side by side ride, buggy ride, whatever you want to call it. Good time. Got some mud on me. We just took care of 2 dogs. 2 dogs came up to the house and ran around for an hour or so. No idea whose dogs they were. No big deal.
Probably they got them.
Huh?
They came and got them.
Yeah, they came and got them. So we found their owners. Don't worry, Criminal Diesel out here doing God's work. No big deal. The only person on the east side of the country wearing Jordans while side by side. We may have some company. Do we have? No, we don't have company yet. That's my dad going down the driveway. So let's get into some truck stuff here. We just went to. Let's talk about the video that just launched first.
Okay.
So, Carlisle, how do you like it? How do you like it?
I like Carlisle. It's a more laid back show. It's usually more older generations there, but at the same time, it's a good time. Truck National is a little bit different than the other shows they host.
It's a little bit of a clash, I'd say.
Have you been to Chrysler Nationals?
No, I haven't been to any
So
nationals.
that is
there.
very laid back. That is like grandpa's only.
Yeah.
And there's
I would imagine
no tolerance.
Yeah, I'd imagine the Corvette one's just like that. So.
Yeah, but when they have the Truck Nationals, they kind of let some stuff go, like let people ride around and stuff, and have a better time, drink, and
100% more the younger generation, because I feel like the
Yes.
younger generation, 90% of the people there don't have enough money to buy a classic car or a Corvette or something that's like super nice, so they let a lot of things slide there versus at the larger shows. So a lot more like trucks are nice, and trucks are, even the newer ones are expensive, but they're a lot more affordable than a brand new Corvette or even an older Corvette at this time.
I was gonna say you can finance a truck, but you're probably not gonna get a loan on a Corvette.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the demographic that you're dealing with. I think that's the demographic you deal with at every single show that we go to. I mean, yeah, there's a couple of $200,000-$300,000 trucks that go to these shows, but at the end of the day, what's your actual audience that the show's for? people that are coming out of the garage working on their second gen or something like that want to see nice trucks. So a lot less of a tolerance, I'd say. I don't really know. I haven't really been to Carlisle itself, like a Corvette or Chrysler or
I
something like that.
love
National.
Carlisle because they have all the vendors and like you can buy used parts, and
Yeah. Yeah.
that's at every show. Chrysler Nationals, Ford Nationals. They have race car meets, swap meets.
Well, I seen photos from 1960 or 70 on Instagram, like when we went, and there's people trading hubcaps there off of the hood of a Plymouth,
Really,
like in 1970. So it's definitely it's almost like
it's like
a
a
trade.
tradition.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like a trade meet almost for like vehicle parts. I'd say. I don't know. It was a good show. My personal opinion, um, there was I wouldn't say I don't want to say there was too many people there because that's not really what I'm getting across. That's not really what I want to say. There was, but the organization of the amount of vehicles there was not what I would want from a show. I guess like every vehicle,
it's a different variety.
yeah, for sure. Well, but they it was too like everything was parked vertically. You know what I mean? Like if unless you
The lanes are so narrow. Why
yeah,
don't they park them sideways?
I know. I don't know.
It just doesn't make
Like
sense to
unless
me.
you
But
like if you guys have ever been to a show, it's a lot easier to see a vehicle and look at a vehicle uh A, when you're not risking scratching another vehicle. That's one. But B, if you like a vehicle, you can see it a lot more when it's parked
yeah,
sideways. Like you guys can probably see it right now, maybe. I mean, how much more of the vehicle this might not be the perfect example, right? But
I mean the first gen's head on.
exactly, you can
I
see
mean they're all pretty much angled towards the camera, but
yeah, but if the camera was like a little bit over more, what vehicle would you be able to see more? The mega cab or the first gen? First gen you can barely see. Uh, it, unless you walk by one of the 5,000 vehicles over there, 3,000 vehicles, whatever, and you like the front end, that you're not going to go look at it.
yeah.
Most of the time, you're not going to go look at it unless you're a true enthusiast walking down through aisles and lanes and risking scratching the person's, two trucks. Uh,
You can't really tell a whole lot from a truck either, just from the front end. I mean,
exactly,
you see
exactly.
the tires and you see the grill. You don't see
You
the
don't see
actual wheel
yeah,
design. You don't see what kind of lift it has, or
the truck could even have rot or something on the back
hey, you
end. You
don't
would
know.
never know. Never know. You can't even if it sounds weird and this is getting picky, but if the sun's pointing the right way and then you're walking on through lanes and you don't see a paint, you see a paint that's not glimmering off the sun in the right angle, you're kind of screwed.
That is nitpicking.
That is nitpicking, but at the same time, you gotta look for that flake. So yeah, it was kind of frustrating, but at the same time, we had 2 days. At the end of Saturday, we went ahead and moved everything. We kind of in the first place we kind of just law baited everything that we did, right? We moved the trucks where we wanted them, kind of, which might have hurt us on judging it, but at the end of the day I would much rather not get a trophy or not get judged properly with all the trucks that I paid enormous amounts of money for all in the same spot.
You want
uh,
them together.
yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, it sucks having them all spread out
Exactly. I
throughout the
don't
show.
want all the trucks that
It's not
are
even like you're on the same row. It's like we were literally rows away from each other, which sucked.
yeah, roads. I mean, the first gen and the black truck were in the
That
same
is the
row.
only show I know of that does that,
Yeah, I
where
know.
they
Yeah, yeah.
organize by exact year. If it's 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, they're very I don't know, specific about it. I guess
Yeah.
like
Like, I mean, you forewarned me about it because you've been in that show
yeah,
before. But when we showed up there, when we were in line, the guy called us over. Was like, "Hey, you need to come over and sign these papers. Make sure all the trucks are in the right class." And we're signing down all these different class names. I'm like, man, like, is the first gen 2-wheel drive trucks going to be anywhere
they
near?
have so many classes. Like you can actually fit in like 3 different classes per vehicle,
Exactly. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you gotta like figure out which one do you want to be in.
Yeah. Exactly. But I mean, is the first gen 2-wheel drive truck going to be anywhere near the custom fourth gen '09 plus, Cummins. Not even close. They were in the same row, but they were what 2, 3 football fields away. Who's up there?
He's in the background.
Who's up there judging us? Todd. We had a long day riding with people. Pretty much everybody around the hill here, and they 100%. Actually, we don't even 100% understand the live stream deal.
This is new to me. I've gone live maybe 3 or 4
Yeah,
times.
but not nearly as formal as this. Like this is top tier quality that you guys are getting full access to. 100%. So obviously you got my. I don't know if I went over this or not. I think I announced it right when we started, but my dad's truck,
Yeah,
yellow, 2013 Ram 2500 Cummins, of course. That has been an absolute garage queen for the past 11 years, and I think we actually might have a video coming out on that truck soon. I don't know yet for 100%. It might be getting some spicy parts to it. It might be losing some weight here soon, so I think me and my brother are going to be doing something that is entertaining to you guys. You want to check up on that, see if that everything's running good.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Yeah, I'm on there right now.
Cool. Any comments yet? Any questions?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, drop a comment. Let's see what you guys want us to talk about. Any suggestions?
That's pretty much the main reason for the live is so you guys can pretty much interact with us live. So you're not talking through comments on YouTube or I don't know, talking to nobody pretty much for the most part. So you guys can actually get questions answered, whether it's about a truck show that we recently went to, a video that we recently uploaded, shorts, Instagram, TikTok, everything, or trucks, whatever, don't matter. But anyway, back to what we got rolling here. We got my dad's truck. We got the first gen, good old first gen. You guys love this thing. One of my most popular videos I uploaded not that long ago, actually. Uh, First gen build went very well for the channel. Probably the most subscribers I've gained off of a single video ever is from this truck. Great truck. Starts up first crank. We just got back from Pocono Raceway yesterday, late last night. We'll get into that here in a second. But yeah, always does good in shows. Great truck. Rubs a little bit. My dad drove it for the first time today, and with good old Greg. I honestly think he liked it. I think he loves it. Yeah, I think he loves it. Honestly, the only thing he doesn't love is the turning radius. Because the turning radius is slightly tight. Slightly tight. I got brand new tires on the first gen. They're already. I wouldn't say they're suffering, but they got some scars on them from the fenders there from scuffing them up.
They got some character now to them.
Character, yeah. We'll yeah, just like the rest of the truck. That's what we're going with. Character
It's got a lot of character.
Huh?
It's got a lot of character.
It's got not all the character. So first gen always does great. It might not be 100% up to par to win like trophies or awards or something, but you pull into a local gas station or a local bar or restaurant or whatever, it will get comments. There's no if, and, or but about it. It's people notice this truck.
It could be
bone
stock. It could be completely like rodeo bar, jacked up, old school.
Yeah.
It could be new modern on big wheels. Everyone appreciates the first gen.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is. I think it sounds kind of weird, but they appreciate the truck, but they appreciate the owner for keeping the truck around and on the road, and especially like one driving around.
I think anyone appreciates a good old
pretty
truck.
much. Respect. Everybody can buy a new truck. To be fair, not everybody can buy a new truck, but a lot more people can buy a newer truck, lift a newer truck, make a newer truck nice and powder coat, lift kit, whatever.
Wants to own an old vehicle.
It's definitely a little bit different to own an older vehicle. I mean, you got one. You got your first gen that was on the live last week.
I got the 81 getting painted right now.
Yeah,
hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Let's not go into that. Maybe a later video, but Yeah, you got 81 crew cab long bed,
Short bed.
short bed.
Short
Okay,
bed.
so it's not a land yacht. Close though. It is a pretty big
I
truck.
just sold my 85 crew cab long bed dually today.
Yes. That was a big truck.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a couple of those, and
Yeah.
they're so big. I think they look out of proportion because how big they are.
I don't think that at all. I think it is
You think the bigger the better.
the bigger it is, the more baller it is. I
Like
think.
my 5th gen, I love it. Crew cab long bed dually.
I
Looks
love that
amazing.
too.
It's
I
such
love
a
it too. It does.
good looking, good. Everything looks portioned right.
Yes, it does.
Uh, and then if you want more cabin room, you get the mega cab, and it's got to have a short bed. I think it doesn't look right with long bed, but you're gonna say I want a long bed on a mega cab.
Yes.
A lot of people say that.
Well,
but
initially, we're talking about the good old red truck behind there. You guys probably can't see it if you're new to the channel. This is a mega cab. So
these freaking bugs.
one of my favorite body styles is a mega cab long bed. Uh, Obviously crew cab. I don't know. It's just an absolute land yacht, and I feel like you cannot beat it with how big it is. The only problem is to get it to that point, unless you do it yourself, which I honestly do not recommend doing it yourself. I mean, if you got the
Get the
skill set,
Harbor Freight welder out.
yeah, if you got the skill set to do it, then go ahead and do it. But welding the frame, chopping the frame off, cutting and extending everything, dry shafts and brake lines and everything like that. That's up to you, but I would, if I ever did it, that was the original plan for the Med Cab, is to get it extended with a long bed on it. However,
I think it looks perfect right now.
I do not think I'm going to do that to this truck. There will be a plan for a future hauler that will get that extension, but right now that truck is probably not going to get it.
So
I would much rather spend that $10,000 on something else. That's how much it would cost, by the way. I think it's about $10,000 for a conversion. And Bree showed up.
So
Bree's here.
you plan on 5th gen or 4th gen, or is it to be announced?
Oh, I know what it's going to be, but it's just a couple years out. That's it. It like there's a lot can change in 3 years, 5 years, whatever. What's up? You're on camera.
My camera.
High camera.
But what are you doing?
I went home real quick.
Okay, you're joining live.
Yep.
Okay. When you sit on the hood of the 1st gen. No.
Bring the Yeti over.
Yeah, people can see it. Yeah. Oh, we got the infamous red Yeti from the last live stream. The infamous, I say.
I was like, Bree, get that out of the way. You're covering my boggers and welds.
Yeah. Why don't you use the Yeti as a seat? Is that what you meant?
Yeah, she can't get up.
Bree had
It's been a rough day.
Bree had a couple too many Miller Lights out here. There you go. You want the mic today or no?
No.
Your video just went live.
Did it?
I don't know. Last I checked, it was 4 out of 10.
It needs to beat Cody's video because he thinks it's
I don't know.
worse.
Cody's video did pretty.
Yeah, after the live, everyone go watch the new video.
Or during live, don't really care.
How do you do both?
Dude, you got 2 screens. I'm sure anybody that's watching definitely has 2 screens. Yeah, the new video went live. Let's talk about that real quick. Did we finish off the last topic we were on? What was the last topic?
The mega cab
Mega
version,
cab.
long bed.
Yeah, to be determined on the next hauler for the channel. But the mega cab is definitely not a permanent solution to hauling all the trucks. Let's leave it at that.
Is
Let's
that
move
gonna
on.
go more street, like drag, race truck?
Dude, it's so much money and so much time in between now and what I want that thing to be. Let's just leave that to be
What are you
determined.
doing here? Get that overtime hours.
You guys, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and then we'll get the mega cab built for y'all. How about that?
Did you guys talk about the truck meet we were just at this
No, we
morning?
talked about Carlisle so far.
Did we talk about enthusiasts? Is that where we were?
That's
Yeah.
right. That's where we're trying to get to right now.
Mm.
We were talking about your video.
You want the mic?
Probably shouldn't light me up for that.
All right. It's not Mike
Mic her
Bria.
down.
She says not yet. Well, let's finish off your video. Let's finish off what we went through for your video. Then we'll go through the enthusiast show.
Okay.
How about that? So we've talked about Carlisle, but we haven't talked about your actual experience. So maybe you should give her the mic for real quick. So Just go ahead. Just clip it right on your shirt, Bree, or your
Or
bra or
hold it.
whatever. I don't know. Yeah, you can hold on to it, but you gotta kind of hold it up.
Oh, my dad's calling me.
Perfect
Hello?
timing.
What are you doing?
Yeah, there you go.
Texting.
Got it? Nope. All right. Anyway, we're gonna keep it rolling. My Bree figures out our microphone situation. That's not gonna work.
As good as it's gonna get.
No, put it on your shoulder.
Oh, it's
Put it on your
upside
shoulder.
down.
Okay, whatever.
No,
guys.
it's not upside down. It's,
The mic is on the bottom.
Mike is that silver part. All right, so we went to Carlisle and we filmed a video for you guys. It just went live at 5 o'clock. So if you're watching this before or after or during the live, well, you wouldn't be watching it before, but anyway, the video is live for Bree's experience. Yes, that should be good enough. How was your experience? I mean, it was fun, right? Like it was slightly difficult.
We're talking about Carlo.
What?
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
You won't go back?
Mm-mm.
Really?
I think it'd be tough to go back.
We
With
go
as
back.
many trucks as
if we
we
go
went there
back, we'll
with.
take one truck,
Yeah, I think
not 45.
I think you're about right on that. I think you
I
were,
think it sucked that it rained. That kind of put a damper on it.
I like Carlisle. I don't.
it was tough though.
It's nice that it's so organized, but in the same sense, it's not nice. Like
It
it's
was too
almost
nice.
too organized.
It's
Like
too
I don't really
organized.
know if that I could
You
ever
mean
say that.
trashy.
I'm not like
It's not
I
that,
can't imagine
it's-
saying something is too organized, but like I want all our trucks together. I don't want them all separated. I
want
guess.
all of our trucks together and I want them parked how we want them to be
Mhm.
parked. You know what I mean? Are you watching this?
Huh?
Are you watching the live or no?
Yeah, I'm listening to it.
Is
See
it
if
good?
They can hear me.
Is it good?
The quality's good. Like
Okay.
sound
All
quality.
right. That the quality is what I really want to get perfected. Because last week, we kind of not really messed up. I just straight up didn't know about the charging cable or cable for the receiver or whatever. So
You wanna
hopefully
know what my
everything's
favorite
figured
part of
out now.
Carlisle was?
What's that? Bree's favorite part of Carlisle
I'll tell
was
you right
leaving.
now. Does
You won an
anybody?
award though, didn't you?
No. Does anybody want to know what?
I gave you an award. I
Yeah,
gave you my award.
Most improved. Work in progress. Does anybody want to know what my favorite part though was about that whole meet?
I don't know. You're gonna say something smart. I don't know.
wouldn't. I wouldn't ask me if I were you.
What is it? What was it?
They can't really hear me.
What is that?
7.
7 what? 7 oh 717. Let's not go there. Bree
I
started-
said you didn't want to ask me. That's all I'm saying. Don't ask me.
Let's not go to trust me. 717 at Carlisle wasn't nearly as bad as they were at Bloomsburg. Well, they could have been, but we didn't. Never mind.
Anyway, moving
Not
on.
worth the fucking breath.
Yeah.
Moving on. Moving on.
Anyway,
So,
yeah. So if you know, you know. If you don't, then you're not gonna find out.
if
'cause
you don't, then thank God that you
That
don't know
must
him.
have been.
If you don't know him,
Yeah.
thank God.
I'll give you the tea.
The phone starts lighting up. Anyway, let's get back into your experience here. So you drove your truck 3
Mhm.
hours.
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever driven it that far in a single time period.
No, I did. I drove to pick up my own tires, and
Oh yeah, you
where
did.
was that at?
I don't know.
Maryland?
That was 2.5 hours away.
No, the hell it wasn't. It was 4 there, 4 back. Maryland. Pick up tires by myself from some random Facebook Marketplace dude.
And to be fair, I would have helped her, but it was kind of a tight situation.
First of all, I
and
could have
had
been
work,
dead.
so-
Met some random guy
I
in
am
downtown
so happy.
Maryland.
I am so happy
Listen,
that you were here.
Shut up. I could have been dead. I picked him up all by myself. I'm like, hey, listen, it's just me. They helped me load. They helped me strap it. So whoever I bought them off of, thank you, because my boyfriend let me go alone. Even
Oh
though
my God!
everybody told me not to go by myself. My dad, my
You
uncle,
could
they're
have
all like,
taken
don't go by
Adriana. You
yourself.
could have taken anybody.
Oh, we would have been dead
You should have bought the 4 Giottos.
if I knew they were available at the time. Anyway, I made it out alive. Then moving on to polishing them, I did go to downtown Binghamton by myself and drop them off at what I thought was a business.
No, let's not go there. Let's
no,
not
stop.
go there.
No, we
Let's
are.
not
We
go
are.
there. Not yet.
No,
not yet.
listen, we are going there. Yeah, I thought it was like a huge business, but I dropped them off at somebody's house. They're like, just drop them off here. I'm like, okay, no big deal. Pulled them off the back of my truck all by myself. Perks to me. Woo. So they're working on them now. They're gonna be pristine when I get them back. I know it.
They better
Nope,
freaking be
stop.
pristine. They better be.
They're
That's
gonna
all
be
I'm saying.
pristine when we get them back, and we're moving on.
Sounds good.
Does it? Okay. Can you see? hear her perfect. Let me see it real quick.
We are, however,
Cocktails.
Coors Banquet, to be specific.
No, we got beer down here. Lucy.
It is in that.
It is.
It's in it.
frame. Yep.
Oh, it's.
You want
Oh,
me
are
to
you?
park
Have you
right
watched
here?
it?
We're watching it live.
Oh, are you?
Lucy's watching. She says, "Where's the yellow truck?"
See.
All right. So. All right. So yeah, we're having a good time out here. my dad's not too happy about the yellow truck not being in camera. It's okay. You guys will be fine. Ashley's coming down here.
I'm coming down to say hi.
My
Are
sister.
you bringing the cooler too?
I'm bringing a cooler.
Woo!
See, it's not that bad. It's not that bad down here. It's a party.
So there's all sorts of stuff. We have.
We don't have you mic'd up yet.
Oh, well, we can mic me up.
I
I've
don't-
got a Bush and some Hershey's.
Okay. I don't have another.
Ah, yeah.
I
Bush and
don't
Hershey.
have another microphone.
Here, give mine up.
But
Oh,
I
can you
shouldn't have one
contribute
anyway.
anything to the diesel community?
yes. I once bought a pair of diesel jeans when I was in Italy 5 years ago.
Diesel brand.
That is an
So
absolute no.
Decent. Here, mic her up. She needs to be
Want me to
mic'd
mic
up.
her up? How's your experience at the truck show?
She's ready to
Overall.
talk.
Overall.
3 out of 10.
3.
3.
All right, I'll give Carlisle
5.5 out of 10
Why
for
was that
Bree.
whisper?
5.5. I don't know.
Huh? Because she doesn't. No, 5.5 is a. All right.
Okay. How do I?
Watch your language. Huh?
Well, what are we going to talk about? This side of my face is better, so I'm going to stand over here.
Okay.
But I
So
can't find my light.
this
Hold
is
on.
Ashley Cole,
my
my
light
sister.
is here. No, keep
Here.
going. Right here.
But all right, so first time using a road mic. It's not even pointing in your mouth.
Here it is.
Okay, so you were watching the live in there.
I was swimming laps and I could hear the live.
Did it sound good at least? That's what I'm most concerned about is
Quality
the
sounds
microphones.
good. I'm listening to it right
Well,
Okay.
are they gonna pay us for this?
Absolutely not. And if I get paid, you ain't getting paid.
now. Where are you going?
I think the quality was crystal clear. Bree.
Sound the cooler real quick.
Okay, but let me just.
You want
bring it
beer?
Here.
We got plenty of beer inside the Yeti there.
Well, Oh, in here.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, tell me what you're talking about.
Trucks.
Literally what's behind you right now.
Shows,
All right.
the
Well,
future of the
no,
channel.
I want to know that. I want to see what the answer is here. All right. So, white truck. You're from here, but you don't act like you're from here.
That's
More
what
of a
the-
city. You went to New York City,
right.
and now you're in L.A. You went to Italy.
Mhm.
All this fancy stuff.
Right.
We ain't about we are kind of in our
Well,
certain way.
sticks.
Over
We're
here.
in a certain way we're in a fancy stuff, but not really like lifestyle fancy stuff. So
This is fancy.
this is fancy, but it's not fancy. You know what I mean?
I know just
It's
what
not.
you mean.
It's not $5,000 a month for an apartment.
No,
fancy.
we'd have to rip up the carpet and
Yeah,
do something
yeah,
different.
definitely update.
Okay.
Anyway, so you're from here, but you're not from this exactly. So my sister is.
No, but do you guys have champagne?
I do not have.
Does this work?
We have Miller Lite and Bud Light.
Okay.
Or
so
not Bud Light, sorry. Definitely not Bud Light. Bush Light.
I just feel like I
Kind
don't
of
have any makeup on.
transition from Bud Light here. But
Just
what?
go swimming so you don't have makeup on.
He's right. But
Your
this isn't
mic
about
is
me.
not pointing at your mouth.
So, from here, not from here. So, if I were to come back here, would I drive that truck? Is that the question?
I know for a fact you wouldn't drive that truck. But what do you like that truck? Is my question here. You're seeing two absolute different sides of the spectrum here. So
Okay. Yes, I like that truck. I like that truck.
Because hang on, before you get too far into you liking that truck, when we pulled up to the trailer earlier before we offloaded it, you said, "What the hell is that thing sticking out of the bed, and why is it so ugly?"
I said it needs a paint job.
It-
It needs a paint job.
Dayton has a lot to say about that, and so do I. Have you ever heard of patina?
That's the name of the truck.
No.
It could be.
Oh, I thought
actually
it was
could
the
be.
name you gave the truck.
No, patina is the weathered paint job on a vehicle over the course of time, pretty
Years,
much.
yeah,
Yeah,
its
it
lifetime.
it usually
Yeah.
it could be any span of time depending on how good the paint job is, but most likely it's gonna be 30 plus years of paint. So that paint job on there is, except for the spray paint runs that I did not do. That was the previous good old Edmund worked there. Or Logan, did Logan do the
No.
paint runs or Edmund?
No.
So Edmund did the paint runs. Obviously, Edmund is not a relatively newer name, so he's quite older. He was the original owner of that truck. He owned it for however many, since he bought it new, right? His
I think
3-owner
he
truck.
bought it secondhand, and then he owned it almost its whole life.
So he bought, just so they can't hear you, he bought it secondhand and owned it pretty much its entire life. And Dayton knows more about this truck than I do because he actually went with Logan Anthony, the actual owner of the truck that actually made it Instagram, not Instagram famous, but like known on social media.
I feel like he's more TikTok famous.
TikTok famous, Instagram known, whatever. People, this is how Logan got views, followers, whatever. So,
Can I give you a metaphor for this truck?
yeah,
So, I drove that truck. I didn't drive. No, Dad drove this truck
Yeah.
back home. And I said to Dad, driving this truck, I said, you know what? I took Grammy's red suede coat. Okay, stick with me. From the 50s. And I took it back to LA and I wore it to a couple movie premiere parties. And I got so many compliments on that red
exactly,
suede coat.
exactly. Same concept.
Yeah.
Same exact concept.
It's vintage.
Same exact concept. Only a truck, not a coat. Same thing.
Same thing.
It's something that I don't even think us or anybody in our lives will appreciate about the 4th and 5th gens. It's going to be years. It's going to be 40 to 50 years before they have the same feeling about 4th and 5th gens than we do about the 1st gens. And a lot of people, I've gotten a couple comments on YouTube where it's like, oh, the 1st gens, leave them alone. Like they're the only reason they're becoming more popular is because of Instagram and YouTube and this and that. They're genuinely good trucks. They're not like fancy trucks. They're not like convenient trucks, but they were meant for a specific use that has gone away for the most part, like depleted about 90%, and then are being brought back for popular shows, YouTube. I thought you were coming back. Yeah. So it's like a recycle almost, but not in the same use. So you would or would not? You have not driven that truck. Yeah.
No, but I rode in it. Would
Oh,
I
yeah,
drive
yeah.
it? Yes, I would drive it. The answer is yes.
I don't think you
Because-
could though.
So basically,
Well, it's
most
hard to
people
turn.
these days call it a street tractor. Because
A good old
it's very
street.
mechanical. It's very loud. It's very hard
Can-
riding.
Well, like the old Ford Broncos. I would like one of those.
When he talks, can you just like tilt?
Oh, yeah.
No, not you don't.
When
have
he
to play.
talks.
Just
When he talks.
just tilt it so they can kind of
Yeah.
hear it.
The old Broncos, love them.
Yeah.
Do you hate them?
No, I like
of
every.
Ford?
I think I like every single. I think there's a couple of vehicles that are played out, like the older Corvettes and stuff like that. I've never been a huge Corvette fan or something like that, like a C1, C2. Just try and stay away from them. Not that I would ever buy a Corvette. The only Corvette I think I would buy is a C5 Z06?
C5, C6.
C6 Z06.
C6 is a good Corvette.
No, you
No, I
don't
don't want
gotta
to
do
eat
that.
it.
Do you want to clip it?
No. Do you not want to be on the mic?
I have to take a shower.
Okay.
Okay, Dane's back.
I'm
Dane's back.
I'm back.
All right. So,
Thank you for having me as a guest.
you're welcome.
She gonna bring her cooler back.
You want the chocolate?
No, I'm
Wait, are you leaving with a cooler?
Yeah, it's empty.
cooler's
You just
empty,
brought it down
chocolate's
here for
empty.
what?
For show.
What time is it? Anybody got the time? What's the
It
time?
is
Bruce?
6:36.
We're doing good. We're doing good so far. Yes. So, we're God. Where were we? I don't even know. Where
So
were
we
we
got a
with you?
comment.
A lot. Okay. What's the comment here?
When's the third gen coming to the channel?
Your third gen, I'm assuming.
We can bring my third gen to
Well,
the channel.
hang on. No, it's your third gen because my brother's isn't gonna be there for a
Yeah,
while.
I mean, that truck might have made an appearance
Here,
at
put on
some
your
point.
hat.
I mean, they can hear. I'm facing it
Yeah.
towards
Okay.
me. I feel like Cody's has probably been mentioned on the channel. I don't know if it's been on the channel.
It's been on the channel, but it hasn't. It's made an appearance, but it hasn't like been
Yeah.
brought to life.
You haven't
of
had a
course.
video on it.
No.
I mean, we can do a video on my third gen.
I want to do a video on your third gen.
I mean, we can do a video fixing it too, and then we can take it to
It's
the
tough.
drag strip, and then we can take it dirt drags.
So it's tough doing a video on fixing like a simple fix. We'd have to have something
Yeah.
other than that.
Well, we can do a 2-part or 1-part. I mean, and fix it, take it to a drag strip, and just beat on it.
I'm good with that.
I think that'd be a decent
I'm
video.
100% good with that. Well, you guys are gonna be disappointed with this, but yeah, that was the original plan for this weekend. This weekend was supposed to be Battle of the Builds
With dirt drags.
with dirt drags, and you guys, oh my god, hopefully that. I mean, I don't know. If you are watching this, you're gonna have an opinion on this for sure. Our original plan, me and Dayton, I've said this already, so you guys have already pretty much committed this. Me and Dayton already have half of a drag racing video done with 3 trucks. I'm not gonna say which 3, but it's 3 trucks. And Bree, stop.
Casey, I was trying to get on your video. And
Okay, all right, that's fine. That's fine. Explain that.
Chill.
Great. I'm getting paid. But so we've gotten a truck or half a video done with our trucks, 3 of our trucks. But it's not enough content, not enough quality content, I should say, to provide for a full length 12 plus minute video, which is like I could anywhere between 10 and 12 minutes is rough, but it's doable. But 12 plus minutes is where I want to stay at, just for like watch time and stuff like that. It's not there. We don't have that content. So we were planning on going to Battle of Builds in Lebanon, or what? Lebanon. That's what it is. Lebanon, PA.
Every time I mention that name, I get yelled at because I'm saying it wrong.
Yeah. So Lebanon, PA is what we're gonna roll with. That's where we were planning on going up until Friday night when we went to dinner. We were planning on going to Lebanon, PA for Battle of Builds, doing or dirt drags with the trucks that were featured in the video that we already have shot that we haven't released yet. However, I mean, it was pretty much just a change of plans. It really was.
There was another event going on. It was closer. They had drifting.
Which being closer is not a good excuse, but
it is though.
they had a lot more stuff advertised going on than what was provided at Battle of the Builds. Like they had show and shine and dirt drags, pretty much it at
They
Battle
had
of the
a
Builds.
dyno too.
Did they? Okay, so dyno. So I don't know. It was a tough call up. You guys are getting
You're probably
content.
gonna rag on me because I always say this. I'm a car guy,
Yeah.
so I want to see cars too.
Yeah.
And you're an exotic car guy.
I
So
have no issue with cars. The
what was
only
that wheel company? Vossen.
Boston, yeah.
Yeah,
Boston,
they were there.
which
I
is
mean,
crazy because
yeah,
Boston's
and
a
there were
pretty
some
big company.
sweet cars there. There honestly was, but it's just there wasn't quantity. So
I feel like we're kind of being I don't stuck up about the whole. I don't know. It's tough to say because they had an enthusiast. They had at Enthusiast Pocono is what we're talking about right now. If you guys didn't catch on, Enthusiast at Pocono Raceway was yesterday and actually today. We didn't go today for reasons we're about to explain. But overall, it was a great show when you put it into the perspective of what you want from a show. They had their registration was on point. Their entry, I guess, if you want to say, getting parked was on point. Their management was on point. They had events. They had massive companies there. Honestly,
Yep.
it was hosted by
They had bigger companies there than
exactly.
any like normal truck show would have ever have. I mean,
They everything was organized. Everything was pretty much like not necessarily do whatever you want, because you don't want that, because if you get a show where you do whatever you want, you end up like a couple shows that we've been to that we will not go back. It's rough.
I can name one.
Yeah, exactly. There's pretty much only one show. Yes, there's only one show
I don't
that
have to read your lips to know what you're saying.
I know. I didn't even see what she said, but I know what she said. But yes, it's that show.
Everyone knows. I mean,
everyone
it went
knows.
viral on TikTok actually
Yeah.
about the show just being
Much. It's too much.
immature.
When people are doing donuts in yard or donuts in the outfield by people's trucks, my mega cab got peppered by mud. And like, I don't care if I'm doing it by myself, but if somebody's got a 4-wheeler doing donuts,
It was
it doesn't matter how nice. If they did it to the first gen ain't got a clear coat on it, and I'd still be mad, because broken windows, broken headlights, broken just dents, whatever. Like, it's just not what you should do. Is doing
it was
donuts
just a bunch of
by
kids
your
being
vehicle.
immature.
Yeah.
But at the same like the first few shows we went to weren't that bad, but then they progressively kept getting worse.
It got massive. It got
Yeah.
to the point where they had to downsize because it just got too much. And I don't know how they got away with no legality issues. Like, there's no calls, no insurance claims,
It's like the
nothing.
people who were riding around on pit bikes and little 4-wheelers and stuff like that, like those kids that were doing all that stuff the whole time, like clearly none of them had a nice vehicle there, because
No,
if you did,
no.
you wouldn't be,
Because
you know what I mean, you wouldn't be doing burnouts in front of somebody's nice ass truck. You wouldn't
because they brought their 4-wheeler or
Yeah.
pit bike or whatever in the back of
of a
somebody's truck,
grandpa's truck or their Subaru
Exactly.
with a trailer or something.
and then
Subaru
started doing
with a
donuts.
trailer.
I don't know.
Is
like,
someone
you
on
do
your
you.
mind?
You do you. Whatever makes the shit work, but don't fuck with other people's shit.
I mean, I've been to Motorama, and same crowd. There's a lot of foot traffic of motocross, pit bikes, or whatever.
But it's
And they-
separated. It's
Yes.
separated from one another.
But at Motorama, I've had experience of people opening doors, touching paint, touching
Which
wheels.
is absolute.
Kids get underneath trucks.
which
They
is
step on
absurd.
wheels. Like, it's just.
It's absurd.
It is. There's
like-
zero respect.
So whether it's a kid doing it, their parents should be watching, or whoever's with them should be watching.
Normally they are.
Yeah.
They just don't care.
They don't understand. They don't.
They can't comprehend how
It
much
sounds stuck up.
how
that,
much like your specialty costs, like one wheel. Like,
It's not even that. I don't care if I got Archons on that thing. I don't want people stepping
Yeah, it's your
on
own stuff.
anything. Yeah,
it's
exactly.
respect.
It's like people coming in your house and not taking your shoes off or something. It goes with everything. Yeah, but it's like it goes with everything.
I'm gonna
It-
go start cooking dinner.
Okay, it's like a respect thing, 100%. It's more or less because obviously if somebody steps on the rims, you can polish them out. It can get fixed. It's not
Yes.
a big problem. It's the respect and the absolute disregard of brain function that is a massive downfall for a lot of people that go to these shows. It's actually surprising how many people, do that. But at the end of the day, that's kind of the risk that people take and we take. Doing stuff like that. I mean, you're trying to provide eye candy for probably, I don't know how many people walk through Motorama, 10,000, probably more than
There's
that.
a lot at Motorama. That is like one of the biggest foot traffic shows
For
I've
sure.
been to.
For sure.
I mean, besides SEMA, obviously, but yeah, foot traffic, like Motorama is huge for this area.
Yeah. Oh, massive. Well, I mean, it's in a farm show complex, which is to be fair, is massive in.
It's in a city.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a small city in there. Plus, it's the very first show of the year for us locally. Very first show of the year.
Everyone has the winter kick going, and they're like so antsy for spring.
It's
so then they want to get out,
Yeah.
and
Febu-
they get good attendance at Motorama.
Yeah, February 15th, 20th, whenever it's held. It's right at the peak of the year. Obviously, it's really tough, especially being in northeastern PA. It's really tough for shows to it's almost impossible, I'd say, for shows up here or out east to throw in, winter. Pretty much, that's what it is. It's freezing cold outside. People are ready to get out and watch and look at vehicles.
Yeah, they just want to go out and do something because they're
Yeah.
trapped inside.
So it being in February, in the middle of February, end of February, people are ready to rip, and hauling trucks there, showing trucks off at that show. It's kind of tough for everybody with
is.
nicer trucks to go there, or nicer vehicles. We're not just talking about
Yeah,
trucks
it
here
could be
right
a
now.
classic car.
Exactly.
It could be a '68 Charger.
Yeah.
Like
Anything.
there's everything there.
Yeah, anything goes, but it's really tough hauling vehicles there because it is the dead of winter. You don't want to take either your tow pig, your trailer, possibly like our situation. If you're hauling on an outside trailer, or gooseneck trailer, or whatever, tow behind, you don't want your vehicle exposed to weather, even if it's not on the road. But
Well, I mean, no matter what, all that salt gets flung up.
exactly, that's what I
There's
mean.
no way around it unless
So
you get an enclosed trailer.
you don't want to do that. This is just plain and simple. But if you want to attend that show, you kind of have to, and it's just tough. I guess I don't know it, but people are willing to come out of their houses, come out of their apartments, whatever, come out of their grandma's basement to come look at vehicles. What people got there and uh, ride dirt bikes, race dirt bikes, classic cars, show trucks, stuff like that, and. Yeah, it's a great show, but it's tough to kick off a show that early in the year. But regardless, people that go there, there's a lot of foot. Let's go back to the original point here. A lot of foot traffic. You're talking about, even if it's one person out of 10,000 people that walk through there wants to, even if it's a kid, uh, 16, 17-year-old, or 30-year-old that has no idea what's going on, open your door, step on your rim, touch your paint, anything. It's kind of like, what the hell do you think you're doing? Type of thing. It's somebody else's property. We do, of course, try and provide you guys some eye candy. Go on these shows and show off our stuff, but we do not want people touching it, I guess. We'll read the hell out of it. We'll open it up. We'll show you inside. We'll let you sit in it. Hell, I'd let people sit in my stuff if they asked. But people open doors and sitting and stuff. And
Even a cop.
huh?
Even a cop.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
It's happened.
I know for a fact there's some cops out there that want to sit and stuff, but they can't because they're
It's
under
happened.
under
Well,
oath.
kind of happened.
Huh? Kind of. It would have happened if I didn't pull out the camera. It would have happened.
Oh, is that when he stepped away?
100%.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. It would have happened. He was trying to. I got it on camera. I'll show you. He was trying to get in the thing.
I thought he was actually trying.
He was
Like,
trying.
Okay.
He
And then he
was.
busts the camera out. And he's
Yeah.
Just, all right.
Yeah. Which is funny, but yeah, he was trying.
Well, it's 6:50.
All right, we got 10 minutes. So, man, we filled up that 50 minutes quick, fast, bud. Sun's going down. How many comments we got?
One.
Are you serious? You guys are failing me right now. We'll get there one day. I'm not worried about it. We like doing these. I like doing these lives. I think it was a
People
pretty.
will go back and watch them.
Yeah, for sure. It was a good. It's definitely a good experiment. Not gonna stop for quite a while. Even though if we do get 15 views a video, I feel like you guys seeing us in a different location, knowing that you're able to watch a live video. And it'll be sick. It's
So,
good
like,
interaction for you guys too.
even after this is posted, you guys should drop comments, and even if like it's not live, like later
Yeah.
on,
Yeah.
drop a comment. Tell us what you think, what you want to hear, what we should do, what you guys look forward to. Even like, do you guys want to see us go TikTok live? Do you want us to
I
go Instagram live?
I think
Do you
I don't know how we should do it, but I think we should have 3 phones set up. I know this sounds wild.
with 3 phones?
You You guys seen it
Cut
here
her off.
first.
Cut
You
her
guys
off.
seen it here first. Bree dropped her beer 20 feet ahead.
I
But
gotta
no,
watch this.
but 3 phones live.
You can see it on camera.
Yeah. 3 phones live. 1 Instagram, 1 TikTok, 1 YouTube. All funneling towards the YouTube, I think would be great. Or maybe even 4. If we could get 4 phones live, because YouTube horizontal and then
So you're
YouTube
saying
vertical,
to do multiple platforms at the same time?
100%.
Okay. That's
That-
doable.
Oh yeah, it's doable. We got
People do it all the time.
yeah, I know
But it's a lot.
it is a lot, but I don't know.
We're
It's a
gonna be
lot-
back and
it's a-
forth.
The bigger
and
the audience, the bigger the risk. But
next you're gonna be on Twitch.
we'll be on Twitch. Drop a comment if you want to see us on
Hey.
Twitch.
no Twitch for us.
No, yeah, definitely no Twitch. Twitch is more of a gamer setup. But anyway, man, is there anything that we didn't close off? What about? Oh, we talked about this week's video.
Do you wish you went to Battle of Builds over Enthusiast?
That's tough. Tough.
I've
decision.
been to both now.
How do you like Battle of the Builds?
Battle of Builds, it's a good show. It gets boring though during the day because I mean they have a dyno this year, so there's a little bit more going on. I don't know if they had more attendance or what, but if you're part of everything, say put a truck on a dyno, if you're part of the dirt drags, it is going to be a good show because you have a lot going on.
Yeah.
But if I feel like you don't have anything in those, you're kind of just like sitting back, and it's usually the same trucks doing the dirt drags over and over and over, so it kind of gets repetitive, and it's the same. Like it's last time I went there wasn't that many trucks.
I wonder
Like-
if they got any bigger this year.
Like
It's-
honestly,
it's
it was
only one
probably
show a year,
almost the
right?
same, if not maybe a little bit more than what Enthusiast was for amount of vehicles. Like comparing last year's Battle of the Builds versus this year's Enthusiast.
Okay.
So
Okay,
it's
so
hard to judge.
this is what we're gonna go with here. Enthusiast. I am not disappointed that we went. I would
No.
have been disappointed if we went 2 days in a row,
Yes,
but
it was a one-day show.
I'm not disappointed. But I feel bad not going on Sunday because it's like Saturday was a good show. There just wasn't people there. Like
Because
they had
there's 2 shows going on. They need to
yeah.
figure out. They
Yeah.
like the Sean
Yes.
should have changed the date.
like I drive
They're
and Ford
within
truck
like an
meetings. It's
hour
kinda
of each other. Just
yeah.
change the date. Like
Yeah.
it shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, it's definitely tough. You got
But honestly,
50% going to this show, you got 50% going to that show, and then it just kind of clashes, and people
Zach
don't
and
end up
Macy
going.
might not even know. Like they're not even in charge of
No,
the
they're
show
not.
itself. Enthusiast is,
Yes.
but like they especially probably didn't know that show was going on. They're mostly car people, from my understanding. Enthusiast.
Oh, okay. So you're saying they're car people that
I feel like they're
invited
car
Lacey and
people
Zach.
that invited Zach and Lacey, and then I feel like they brought up the idea of, hey, let's make it a car and truck.
Well,
Because that's why drifting was there.
let's
and-
just get this straight. Lacey and Zach are the only reason I found out about that show in the first place.
They are. I mean, but honestly, like
Because
I've been part of Burnout Wars, and like we follow obviously like Zach on Instagram, so
Yeah.
it's just, well, yeah, we know about the show because of them, and Enthusiasts I think maybe have like what 700 followers. Like
Not much.
it's new,
not much.
it's new, and it will grow over time.
I feel
But-
like next year, oh man, I want to say next year is a show worth going to. I want to say
I
that.
really hope, like even the vendors like American Forest, Fury, KG1.
They had
Vosen
it's
or
crazy.
whatever. They had custom offsets. They had
announced a new
TIS.
wheel line at
new wheel line from custom offset or whatever. Or no,
it was through Archon, but it was
Archon,
also
yes.
custom. It's the same company kind of.
and they released wheels. Like they literally pulled the cover off, and like then you could see the wheel.
Let's talk about that real quick. 26 by 18s, brother.
That's insane.
What is going on? Archon. If anybody by
They're stepping their
chance
game up.
is watching this from Archon, 26 by 18-inch rims, but that's a
It looks
whole,
good.
that's an industry step up. That's like a 32-inch rim.
I've talked to a couple people. I'm not gonna say names. I've talked to a couple wheel companies and like, why haven't you came out with a 32? Because there's no tire companies.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no one that's gonna make a tire for it. So it's kind of like, who's gonna go first? Is a tire company gonna release a tire?
Yeah.
Or is a wheel company gonna release a wheel?
They gotta talk to each other, and I honestly think that's what they did because there's let's back up here real quick. There's a Hummer EV. Surprisingly, it was an EV on a set of 26 by 8. It had 18s. There's no proof, but it was 18s. It was a 16.5-inch rim or
And
tire.
it's stretched.
16.5-inch tire stretched on a rim. That's an 18-inch rim if I've ever seen it. And I could tell by the way
That had
that
been an
rim
18.
looked, by the way that rim looked, it was an 18-inch rim. That dish, that barrel was massive. It's bigger than any rim I've ever seen, by far. So I don't really know. 26 by 18. That's a wild, wild rim. I'd love to own a set, honestly. And
Fury makes some wide tires too.
yeah, well,
there is tire choices.
that's
in
what
26s.
that's what it was. That's what the tire was. It
Was
was a Fury MT2, Fury Country Hunter MT2, same tire that I got on the first gen here. Only
See,
it was 35 by 16.5 R26.
I told you they make wide sizes for
Yes.
those MT2s.
Yeah,
They
But
look good.
but how would that tire unless they release that 18-inch rim, how would that tire fit on a 16-inch rim and look good without, like, I feel like Fury knew something about that rim.
Maybe.
That's how I feel.
Maybe.
Like, there's no way that rim or that tire would fit on that rim successfully and look good. Because the sidewall was so small.
I mean, it would fit on 14s maybe.
It would, but
don't
it'd look
know.
horrible.
I mean,
You're
people
dragging
make,
that
people
sidewall
make
in so far.
16s. There are 16s out there.
Yeah, 16s. But even with a 16, that it'd look like it'd want to hook in.
No,
Or it'd be flush with the tread pattern.
because that tire was a 16.5, I believe.
Yeah, 16.5.
So a 16.5 on a 16 looks perfect.
Yeah.
So,
But
it looks very stretched on the Hummer or whatever that thing was,
but my tires on my black truck are 15.5, and my rims are 16 wides, and it had the same profile as what that rim had on that EV.
I usually run the same number on tire versus wheel.
Yes. Yep.
Like, you kind of got to match them. It's a nice straight profile.
Yeah. It's not tucked in or it's not
Not stretched.
under whatever. It's not stretched either. Well, it's technically stretched, but not enough to say so. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say.
So Tyler Myers, let's just talk about Dayton's golf cart. Boggers on everything.
Yeah, let's talk about Dayton's golf cart real quick. Let's just say you posted. I seen the comments. You posted something on Instagram today, and good old T Plazo.
Oh yeah, Tom.
Good old boy. Dude, his truck is sick.
It is.
It's
I love
definitely
that
going to be a
truck.
massive inspiration for my next version 6 of DeVille.
So you gotta
He
paint it
commented
silver.
on it. What'd you say?
You gotta paint your truck silver.
I'm not. No, that's not where we're going with this. Not paint my truck silver. It needs a repaint, but not silver. Truck is crazy. But he commented on your photo. What did he comment on your photo? You said that your golf cart gets more attention than your
It does.
first gen does, and he
You've seen it.
And he commented, "There's no way," or something
Yeah.
like that. There's no way it gets more comments than your first
Yeah.
gen. I will say straight. I'm gonna face the camera for the first time this episode. That golf cart 100% gets more comments than his first gen, my trucks, and his dually. I would say nearly combined. Like we drive around, that golf cart gets
So much attention.
If it doesn't get a comment, it gets looks because people don't even know what to do. We mentioned this on the last live stream too. It's just like they don't know what to do. They kind of understand if a truck, because your 1G gets people looking, right? It's wide, it's got boggers, but it's still a truck on mud tires at the end of the day. Your golf car on mud tires.
They've never seen it. No one's seen
I
it.
know, that's what I mean.
It's different.
Like, nobody's seen something that absurd. I want to say absurd.
Believe me, I did not want to spend that much money on a golf cart, but it had to happen.
There's no.
It had to happen.
Okay, did you think it was going to get as much attention as it has?
No.
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 I wouldn't ever think so either.
Like, I knew, like, right off the top of my head, I was like, that's a good idea. It, like,
Yeah, of course.
I was like, it's going to get some attention, but I didn't think, like, damn, like, I should have just built golf carts instead of trucks.
Exactly. Yeah, just
Like,
roll around.
who knew?
Put criminal deets on top of a golf cart.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I have a lot coming for that golf cart. It is not done.
Yeah. You got more stuff lined up. And what he's doing to it is a lot more impressive than Boggers. So,
It's supposed to be fully built right now. And
you've been busy.
not me. I took it to a shop. It's supposed to be done, and then he got it behind schedule, which is fine. I'm friends with the guy, and like 100% forgive him. Like it's honestly not his fault, but it's supposed to be completely done up. Not even close to what it is now. Like I don't know if any of you guys seen, like, there was a golf cart at SEMA last year. It was ridiculous. Like full on, full length.
I
like,
didn't see it. You got a photo of it?
Yeah, I
Okay.
do.
I don't have. I haven't seen it.
It was on KG1s with it was on Liberties with Furies, I believe.
Okay.
It was insane.
Because I know there's a bunch of like low rider golf carts where they do all the paint schemes and
That's
the,
easy.
and the Daytons and stuff like that, where it's lowered back whatever. But it's definitely different, and there's a bunch of lifted ones too. They're like, I mean, my sister 5 years ago, not the sister you guys seen earlier. I mean, people lift golf carts all the time. That's a really common thing. But-
Murdoch has one.
yeah. My dad has one, but it's not to the. I don't know. It's not to the spec of like putting boggers on.
Forged wheels.
Exactly.
And
Yeah. It's a different level.
I want forged wheels on mine. I've been looking. I might end up going with like real wheels eventually.
Yeah.
Which it would be a good wheel choice.
I
but-
don't know much about golf carts, so I wish I could really comment on this. All I know is that Dayton's golf cart definitely gets some attention. 100%.
Speaking of the golf cart,
speaking of golf
he's
carts,
got the police lights on.
drive it right in front of the camera really quick.
Yeah, bring it
slow,
in.
slow.
Bring it in.
Hey,
Come
drive
in.
it.
He coming.
Drive it right in front of here.
Got to report a suspicious activity going on down there.
This is drive it right through here.
It looks like suspicious activity to me.
This is my dad's lifted golf cart, kind of. I don't know what rims he's got,
There's some knockoffs.
but we've had a bunch of guests on this so far.
Oh, yeah.
I just realized that Bree abandoned my dad's Razor down here.
We got a matching golf cart though to the Razor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does match. This is a Harley edition.
He said it's
It's rare.
I thought it was
I've
a Ram edition.
yeah.
only ever seen one Harley Ram edition in my life.
Harley Ram
And
edition.
this is it right here.
The Harley Ram
You've
edition
seen it
over
here, folks.
Seen it here first. Right?
You got the orange. What time is it?
7:05.
7:05.
Yeah,
we're running
we're
late.
overtime.
We'll run this as long as we need to.
Well, you can go overtime, I guess. When the police are here, you can do what you want.
He's got two.
Thanks, Tyler.
Huh?
He was just saying it definitely came a long way since Fitzgerald's. Looked so sick.
Yeah, it does. Because you had it on.
It was
even
bone
before-
stock when
Yeah,
I
even
brought it
before
there.
truck meet, it was
Well,
bone stock.
So
right?
what? I picked it up from the shop that's supposed to build it. I literally picked it up like a week before that because he never finished it, and then
Yeah.
I brought it to Blake. So it was like bone stock, and then there at the show, I put like a tinted windshield. I put like steering wheel and some seat covers on right there at the show. So
See,
they probably seen both.
custom built on site, just like
Oh,
your
yeah.
first gen. Almost when it got the motor on and it wasn't done. Where you going?
We're going back up and try and keep things on track up above.
You got a zip tie hanging.
Got a pool party going on.
All right, we're
Bill's up there doing the cooking. So
How's the
to
steaks?
give you a heads up.
heads up that the steaks are almost done?
Medium rare.
All right. All right. We're I think we're gonna get ready to call it here.
Yeah, we're overtime.
Yeah, we're about 5 minutes over time. Boys, this is only the second live, and I don't know, like this. I mean, it went pretty well versus the first one. The first one was great. I think this one with the scenery and everything, definitely not bad. But got the trucks lined up here, and we'll try and top it for you guys next week. But you got anything else left to say?
So I am totally down if you guys give feedback. Like, seriously.
Yeah, 100%.
So if you guys want to see, like, do a burnout live, do whatever on live, like, we could probably make it happen if there's interest.
Yeah, 100%.
So
if there's people, hell, we'll find the property. We got property out here.
yeah, we got a long driveway right here, uphill, massive burnouts. You guys seen on Criminal Diesel.
Yeah.
And
Or I don't know. Hey, this
do you guys want to see more boat content? Like, we can put a boat here in the pond.
dude,
They can't even see this
we
pond
need
right
more
now.
boat content.
I know.
Your thing. You can get that thing.
I need
running.
to order some coils.
I don't know what I'd make the video of, but we would make a video out of it. 100%. First,
We will put a hitch back on my first gen.
First gen go swimming.
And then we will dip the boggers back in the water and
Big
unload
time. The
a
front boggers.
Baja with a 115 Johnson 2-stroke on it into the river. And we will probably bomb it out and break my hull.
We will make it happen for
Like-
whoever watches, for sure. Yeah, boys, I think we're going to close her out right there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this live stream, whether you're watching it live or after the fact. If you are watching it after the fact and you made it this far, man, and if you're not subscribed, that's some commitment right there. I appreciate you guys massively. Honestly, that's crazy to watch some random people talk for an hour. So, regardless, I think we're calling it there. So, my dad's truck, 2013 Ram 2500 Dominator yellow. I think they still produce that color. We have a video
Maybe
coming out
some
of that
pinned
on
out.
20 by 10 sodas on Nittos. I don't trail grapple or something. I don't know. Hopefully a video coming out on that. Obviously my gorgeous, to some people,
Some not.
first gen Cummins, 20 by 10, most expensive 20 by 10 rim ever produced. American Porsche
That's only a
feedlots.
10?
20 by 10, yeah.
thought they were
They're
12s.
deep. Yeah, they're deep.
You
for
do have
10s.
spacers on it.
Yeah, I got spacers, but they are still deep for a 10.
Yeah.
I think it's the beadlock ring that really throws off. But and then obviously you guys all know if you're watching this and they're familiar with the channel, the infamous Delgado 2013 Meg Cab Cummins, I guess.
Can't
Beautiful
forget the
truck.
side-by-sides.
Yeah, and we got Dan's side-by-side over there, which I actually forgot was there. My dad's side-by-side right here, which I don't know if is in the camera. And then my side-by-side back there, which I might be blocking. But regardless, we got a very expensive backdrop for you guys. And we're not including the house. But I don't know where we're going to be next week. We'll see when that time comes.
I'd like to face the camera that way.
Yeah.
They are
we'll,
missing out on this view. If they seen this, they would.
maybe we'll do that next week. Turn
I
the
feel
camera
like
around.
down there's a little. I don't know. You can park trucks there and face the camera kind of down towards
Yeah.
the pond.
As long as it doesn't rain, we'll get the camera facing that way for you guys. But until then, I think that's it. So I'm about to get up now because I can't believe I've made it an hour and something without having to piss.
Hour 10.
Hour and 10 minutes without having to piss.
Well, I mean, it might be a little less than that because you did do it on live stream.
What do you mean?
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I did piss on live. I did open the video. I forgot about that already. All right, boys. We're calling it. It's Sunday out here.
Do burnout lives. They would sure catch attention. I'll have my camper at Williams Grove in October. See you there, Dayton. Haha. I don't know if I'll be at Williams Grove.
Wait, is that a show? Williams Grove. How
It's a
far away is it?
track.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I mean, I go to sprint car races and everything. But
Dane will probably be there.
We'll see.
All right. Oh, I am up. So that means we're getting close to the end. Make sure, boys, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe on any single video they've got in Criminal Diesel. Subscribe to be able to see these two trucks, at least. Gorgeous Mega Cab and First Gen, if you can see them behind that chair. And most likely a video coming on that yellow truck right there. We will see you next week, 100% for episode 3 of Criminal Diesel here. I love you guys, and I'm going to try and